Pablo Marin. Number 3, it's Magnus Guile. And 4, it's Jimmy Wood. Green for Farm, the blue shirts. Number 1, Hannah Fairman. Number 2, it is now Lucy Dowie. At number 3, our polo manager, Will Healy. And at back, Gus Prentice. Our 2 umpires in the stripy shirts. One Cruiser Raja, hot off the field for winning that final. Ed Courage, just sitting there looking slightly uncomfortably hot. Difference between the 2 teams' scores start off at 0-0. The ball's in and we are away. Jimmy Wood picks this one up from the line out. Holds on to the ball. Gus Prentice looking to come in for a challenge there. Doing very well. Turning left and right with his man. Still Jimmy has the ball. Threads the pass through the middle all the way up to Magnus. Turned around by Healy. Backhand by Lucy Dowie. Doesn't quite reach Healy. Dowie comes through the middle of the melee, snatches the ball and takes that one away, leaves it behind for Will. Will looking to drive the pass up. Jimmy Wood looking at him, waiting for the ride off. Will looks like he might be pushed a little bit to the right hand side there. Jimmy switching onto his near side as he takes the man well off the play. Turns the ball around, comes across the halfway line. Jimmy still holding on to this one. Will Healy watching him as Jimmy sends the pass all the way up to the front door. Gary Ranucci riding Blancasita in the first CHUKKA, still with the ball onto his near side, pushes it forward, and Gus Prentice is going to pick this one up. Turn it around for Greenford Farm. Gus heading back over towards the picnic side. Lucy Dowie way up at the front door looking for the pass, still Gus Prentice with this one. Pablo Marin looking to make the challenge. Gus drives the ball high over the top. Lucy Dowie thinking about coming into this, but still Gus is riding down on his own line. Pablo Marin piling into the ride-off there. Gets in front of the man, takes the advantage, hits the backhand. It's ridden down there. Gus still in possession of this one. Will Healy runs through, calling for the pass, but have the legs to reach him, not quite. And Vendetta turn this one around. Jimmy Wood with a tail backhand. Healy interrupts that. Lucy Dowie turns it around. Gus now with the ball, little appeal from Jimmy Wood. Gus points himself to goal, takes a shot. Has he found the mark? It ricochets off a post, ricochets off a second post. Still in play, just over the back line. We'll have, by the looks of it, a safety 60. It's driven high, it's driven straight. The flag waves, the umpire raises his hand. It's a goal to Greenford Farm, the first one of the match this afternoon. We change ends after every single goal scores. It's Pablo Marin, who's electrically fast out of the line out with that one. Pablo up to the 60. Cut shot in towards the goal. He strikes that one perfectly. Gus Prentice is rushing back in defence. Pablo with the next shot to goal. What a score there, straight from the line out. Pablo Marin.
He's playing very nicely.
Fantastic goal there. Up one through Zaranga. Umpire wins the ball in down centre of the line. Sticks coming together as Hannah Fairman fighting hard there against Magnus. Jimmy Wood out with the ball. Healy. Hard challenge there as he comes in on Jimmy. Now that gives Lucy Dowie the opportunity with the backhand. The ball just moves out the way as Will was round the corner waiting for that one. Lucy, open-handed backhand, picked up by Gus Prentice. Jimmy Wood has a good look at that, sticks in the air, and the whistle goes. Jimmy strikes the ball straight. It's stopped there by Gus Prentice, who gets to stick to it when he's on the ground. Gus taps the ball wide. Jimmy Wood comes in with a solid challenge there, but Gus muscles through the ride-off. Still holding on to this one. Jimmy now scoops the ball out from behind the pony, turns it around. Healy. Gus Prentice looks to hit that one hard. It finds its way along the ground. Has it found Healy? Pablo Marin's there, snatched on by Magnus. Gus Prentice meets that one, sends it back over the top. A sharp turn from Lucy Dowie, sets her up in front of goal. Pablo Marin makes the crucial hook. Gary Ranucci's there with a backhand. The ball's still bouncing forward towards the goal line. Who's going to get there? Lucy Dowie finishes that one off, and it's 2-1 to Greenford Farm. Ball's back into play. Gus Prentice moves the ball just out of the way as Pablo comes through looking to get hold of that one. Shot driven into the side of one of the players. He's just waiting in the middle of the melee there. It's Will Healy who emerges with this one. Will ricochets it off the board. Lucy Dowie's all the way up at the front door. The shot's not quite long enough, but there's a big ride off there from Gary Ranucci working hard against Will Healy. Sets up Jimmy with some space to turn the ball around. Jimmy on the grey plate. Nice shot over the top. Gus Prentice being worked there by Pablo Marin. He gets the tail backhand away. First to turn though, it's going to be Jimmy Wood. Hannah Fairman onto the end of this one. Does well to beat Jimmy. Jimmy just about recovers as the ball jumps forward. Hannah snatches that one. Hannah away to goal. Can't quite connect with the next shot, and Jimmy's there with his tail backhand out towards the boards. Magnus onto this. No, Gus finds his way in front. Prentice turns this one around. Dodges through the hook, slides the ball past the umpire. Now he's running it in towards the boat. The ball spills a little wide. Gus Prentice still back onto the end of this one. Hooks Jimmy Wood out of it. The ball's still there. Lucy Dowie takes a shot to goal. It's kicked backwards by Pony and saved off the line. Tail backhand from Lucy. Back into the goal mouth. Jimmy Wood tries to find possession right in front of his own goal. Emerges with the ball. Gus still holding on to the man there. Jimmy decides to release the ball, get some distance between the ball and his own goal. Way back in defence, waiting for that one. Tries the brakes, trying desperately to get back inside from the challenge of Magnus. Defenders stick side. Magnus doing brilliant work there, battling against the two-goaler, gets the backhand away, sets up Jimmy Wood. Gus leaning forward to push that ball out of reach. There's the try. Through the middle to Lucy Dowie. Lucy set up with another shot to goal. It is through. A fantastic finish there. 3 goals to 1.
No, I don't think any coach is outstanding in that stuff.
Well, the bell rings. Passes back up to Jimmy Wood. Jimmy being punished to the right off there by Gus Prentice. Leaves the ball behind, decides better of it. Nice shot to goal there from Magnus. Will Healy chasing it down though. Healy decides to take the ball the long way around. Takes it dangerously close to his own back line. Pablo Marin's there with the backhand. The ball kicked forward. Gus Prentice chasing this one to hold it in play. Checks the Pony right down. Strikes the ball nicely as he sends it forward. Taking that one off the bounce. Pablo Marin pounces for the backhand. That sets up Jimmy Wood. Jimmy turns around to goal. Healy's been totally taken out of the play by Magnus. Jimmy Wood tapping the ball in towards the goal. Holds onto it nicely. There it is. There's the flag. Goal number 2 for Vendetta. So Jimmy Wood emerges from the line-out with possession. Is he going to be able to answer with a third goal to equal the scores? He spins the Pony around. Will Healy doing very well. The shadow gets in there with the hook. Healy, nice play there by Healy, the 2-goaler. Who's first round the corner? Still these 2 players going up against each other. Jimmy Wood gets the backhand in. Gus Prentice is organised in defence. He winds up for a tail backhand. Doesn't quite put the distance on that one. And this gives an opportunity to Magnus. Magnus sends the ball forward, picks up the ricochet. Magnus in front of the post, tapping once, tapping twice. It is through the post, and it's 3 goals apiece. Siren. A close watch of that Pony. It's only in its first year, still a little bit green, but running out front. It looks like we've got Jimmy Wood once again on the attack. Gus Prentice going way back in defence. Has he done enough to pop the ball wide? Yes, he has. He just puts it in. Prentice calmly taps the ball in, gains himself a good 60 yards before the challenge comes in. Now he's got Pablo Marin having a good look at him, and Jimmy Wood sitting in front. All 3 of the players are drawn in. Gus desperately wanting to release the ball as he's let all the players in front of him. The backhand away from Magnus. From Jimmy Wood up to Magnus. Will Healy going back defence. Jimmy Wood strikes the ball to goal. He finds the mark. The flag waves. A stylish finish there.
So that's it.
So straight out of the line, and it's Hannah Fairman the blocker quickly for the Greenfoot team. Jimmy Wood coming round the corner. Healy slides on the end of this one, riding Gala in this jacket. Nice shot from Healy underneath the net. He's got a big ride-off coming in there from Jimmy Wood. He wastes no time taking the man early. Nice near side backhand out towards the board. Good defensive play there. Now Gus Prentice is on the end of this one. Can he get past Magnus? Magnus going very well off his handicap this afternoon. Gus marching in towards the post. Hooked out of that one by Jimmy Wood. Jimmy trying to send a tail. This time he gets it away. Up to Magnus. Magnus launches the ball up to the halfway line. Gus Prentice is back in defence. Tail backhand, well placed. Round the corner comes Pablo Marin. Pablo pushed hard by Lucy. He wins the ride off. Backhand again by Magnus up to Jimmy Wood. The ball short stops just short of Gus Prentice, and Jimmy's able to pick that one up. Healy getting in front. Jimmy shot to goal. Is it good? Is it good? It's just wide. The pressure on in this second quarter of the match. Gus Prentice taps up to the 30, gains a good bit of ground. Now he unleashes a shot ball. That's ricocheted off Jimmy Wood's, hopefully off his hat. Otherwise that is going to sting. The restart is a line out, ball being thrown in from the centre towards Jimmy's all right, which is good news. He'll play on for the rest of the game. Gus Prentice circling around in defence as the melee marches parallel to the back line. Look at that next shot from Magnus. Too much on the angle though, and it sneaks over the back line. Incredible distance he got on that.
I think he's Scandinavian, isn't he?
So again, Prentice gaining himself 30 yards before unloading the butts. This time it's along the ground. Jimmy will be pretty glad about that. Hannah Fairman up towards the halfway line. Hooked out of it by Pablo, who puts in a solid swing there on Hannah's stick. He cuts the ball to his right-hand side a little bit there, and Jimmy Wood claims the new line. Jimmy with a pass down the field. Gus Prentice in the number 4 shirt, back once again in defence. Again looking for that tail backhand. Gets hold of it well. Healy decides to meet the ball. Leaves it nicely for Lucy Dowie. Lucy now running loose down the field. Gary Ranucci chasing back in defence. Switches to the other side. The ball spills out wide. Healy onto the end of this one. Backhand. Placed nicely for Prentice. Prentice onto the end of that pass. He's still got Lucy Dowie out the front. Can he get the pass away? Taken cleanly out of the play after he plays the shot. Now Gus savages Magnus in the right off as he comes back in towards the goal. Jimmy Wood turns around onto this one. He's got a bit of space and time on his hands. Controls the ball nicely. It bounces up in the air. Takes it just off the bounce very well indeed. Passing up to Gary Ranucci on the halfway line. Gary doesn't quite connect. The ball still bouncing around over the tee. Jimmy back in possession with this one. Flies the brakes. Comes back inside. Dodging away from the challenge from Healy. Gus Prentice uses that moment in time to come in for a near side backhand, but still, once again, now he gets a second shot away. Moving for far away to the side. So Jimmy Wood, calm as he likes that time. 5 goals to 3 by the looks of things. Our scores.
Oh, it's for you?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I see what you think.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for your treading in efforts. We really do appreciate it. And as you can see, that ball is running straight to the dive. It set up Magnus very well indeed as he drives the ball to goal, but it just sneaks wide. Towards our third CHUKKA. Gus Prentice takes that one out from the back line. He's going to look like he's going to run this one himself. Gus gets past the first challenge from Jimmy. Gus running in between the players. Can he get past Gary Ranucci? Look at that pony run, Rocky, that he's playing in this CHUKKA. Absolutely flat to the boards. Look at the shot to goal. Inside the 30. Tricky cut shot to goal. Gary Ranucci comes steaming into the ride off there. Gus controls that one nicely. Back inside. Jimmy Wood's there with a challenge. Gus still with the ball right in front of the post. Sends it towards the goal. In between everybody and through the post. What a score there. Beautiful horse. So ball back into play. Will Healy picks this one up. The umpire very quickly has to get out of the way, and it's still Healy with the ball. Here comes Jimmy Wood looking to make the ride off. Healy applies the brakes, holds on to this one. Taps the ball around the corner. Gus is behind, supporting nicely. Now the 2 players are loose. The marking from Vendetta isn't quite as tight as it was a moment ago. Gus Prentice still with the ball, and Jimmy Wood doing a stretch Armstrong impression. Gets the ball back for Vendetta. Jimmy sends the ball way down the field. Pablo Marin chases a pass. Gus Prentice out front, winds up for that tail backhand again, strikes it nicely. Read well by Gary Ranucci as he picks up the ball from Gus's pass. Healy paying a good shout back at the umpires, but it's Jimmy Wood who calmly collects up possession, sends the pass once again. This time it's Pablo Marin. Pablo's going to have to try and get past Gus Prentice, who niftily flicks that ball underneath Pablo's horse and sets Will up beautifully with a play out towards the board. Still Will with the ball. Applies the brakes, has plenty stopped beautifully, but just the players may come rather quickly towards you. Lucy Dowie piles into the right off against Gary Ranucci, just about gets the better of him. Quite connected with the shot, and it's Jimmy Wood who turns it around. Jimmy with a shot to goal. Gus Prentice, again a huge ride off between these 2 players. Gus drops the shoulder into that one, sends the pass for Will Healy. Sharp turn by Lucy Dowie on board Gala, or possibly Lalique. They're both always identical. Healy with this one, round the outside of Jimmy Wood, now applies a foot to the accelerator, back onto the brakes, dodging away from Jimmy Wood. Jimmy now early in the ride-off, gets the better of Will. It's the back. Look at the steal there from Jimmy Wood, right underneath Prentice's nose. Launches the shot over halfway up to the 60-yard line. The pony running pretty flat, ears forward, looking good. Gus racing back in defence. Can he catch Jimmy Wood? Jimmy taps into goal, switches to the near side, takes the ride off well, and pops the ball through. A crack 30-second warning bell. Players know that the CHUKKA's coming to an end. A couple of minutes of play. Running this the third quarter of the game. Jimmy Wood pushing hard against Gus Prentice, still in possession. Gus bounces back into the ride-off, not giving anything away. Now he's on the hook. Jimmy leading way out of the saddle. Has Gus got the better of him? Yes, he has, and he's got the jump on the start. Gus Prentice running to goal. The ball bounces around. He slows the swing right down up to the 40. Jimmy again, that Stretch Armstrong swing of the hook, and it's Pablo Marin with the backhand wrapped around the tail. Sharp turn from Magnus. Sharper turn though from Hannah Fairman. Hannah gets a stick to it, but Magnus recovers well, picking this one up. Now he's on the outside over the halfway line, pushing in the ride-off. Doesn't quite connect with the bouncing ball as he's being pressured in the ride-off there. Healy goes up against Pablo Marin. Gus Prentice has the ball just teed up in front of him there, and he says, "Thank you very much, I'll have that." Snatches it from Jimmy Wood. Here comes Gary Ranucci. Healy with the shot over the top, back up to Wood. Wood turning the ball around, appeal from Healy, but he doesn't get what he's looking for from the umpires. And now we've got Jimmy Wood very much unmarked on the outside, sends the pass up to Magnus, who himself appears to be on his own. Magnus takes that one off the bounce beautifully past the 60. Lucy Dowie's tracing back in defence. Magnus onto the near side, connects with that beautifully. It's looking very good. It's running to goal. It could make it all the way. Lucy just stops it on the line. Healy, can he clear it? Jimmy Wood comes through to finish that one off for Vendetta. Goal number the third CHUKKA. Ball rolls back in, spills out right in front of Jimmy Wood's nose. Jimmy winds up the big swing, sends that one down the field, looking maybe to drive it a little bit further, and that gives Gus Prentice the near side backhand opportunity. Connects with that beautifully, swing like a hammer onto the ball. Backhand now from Pablo Marin, who equally hammers the ball on the near side back into the middle of play. Jimmy coming through the middle of the melee. How he held on to that ball, we don't know, as he came through all the traffic. The whistle goes. The final CHUKKA of our subsidiary final. Don't forget there's another match to follow this one afterwards. Gus Prentice brings the ball back into play, piles into the ride-off against Jimmy Wood. Jimmy dropping the shoulder, pushing hard, gets the backhand away on the near side, sends a little bit into space there, and it's Will Healy gets through the hook from Magnus, turns the pony around. Pony just turning on a sixpence there. Fantastic piece of horsemanship by our polo manager Healy. We'll call that a dummy shot there. Gus Prentice recovers nicely, holding onto the ball for Green for Farm. Now he gets past Magnus, drives the ball forward. Gus running this one in. Jimmy Wood's going to look to pick up the loose ball. Healy's there up front. Look at the next shot in towards the goal. The angle absolutely brilliant, but inches wide of the goal. As Healy back into play, taps a little bit forward, about 15 yards, and launches the shot into space. Flying onto the end of this one, we got Pablo Marin. Pablo spanks the ball over the halfway line and heads down towards the corner of the field. Now applies the brakes, dodging through the challenge. Big ride off there between the number 2 and the number 4. Gus Prentice turns around looking for a backhand. Gary Ranucci comes in for Vendetta, holding onto the line. Lucy Dowie pushing hard. Gary picks up the ball, sends it a little bit further out. Backhand there by Lucy Dowie. Picked up by Jimmy Wood. Gus looking back to the umpires. Jimmy on the way to goal. Taps right in front of the post. Jimmy Wood to finish this one off. Vendetta get goal number in themselves in contention. For the John Blair played in this CHUKKA, but time on the clock is still pretty good for them. 4 minutes 55 and the ball's back in play. Pablo Marin, lovely shot there from Pablo over the top up to Prentice in defence. Hannah Fairman gets a stick to that one. Jimmy Wood finds the ball on his right-hand side, picks it up nicely. Healy looking to try and make the challenge. Jimmy Wood, now he's going back towards his own goal slightly. Healy's still on his offside. Jimmy Wood sends the ball to goal. Has it got too much on? It's going to find the back line before. So Gus Prentice tapping back into play across the front of his own goal. Now tapping to the right-hand side. That keeps his stick side defended, making sure he can't be hooked. Now he gets past the challenge from the first player. Jimmy Wood holding up for him. Jimmy piles into the ride-off. Gus is on a fast pony as he sends himself out towards the ball. He's been well and truly taken out of the play though by Jimmy. The pass is up to Lucy Dowie. Lucy, can she get past Gary Ranucci? Yes, she can. There's a bit of a spurt of energy from the horse as she moves forward. The ball loose on the 40-yard line. Gus can't quite connect with the near side shot. Hannah Fairman's there, taps into goal. That's a pretty good approach shot. Hannah chasing that one down, but it is just Martin strikes the ball from the first shot. Spencer again back to defence, looking good there, hooked out of it by Magnus, who's having a fantastic game off his handicap. Pablo Marin, again a solid ride-off from that player. Gus turning the ball around, Lucy Dowie's in there to help him out, and he's still got possession of this one. The ball, a bit of ping pong there as it arrives back on his stick. Pablo Marin hooks him out of it nicely. Turns up onto this one, finds the loose ball. Jimmy Wood sees it approaching his near side, and he's winding up for that near side backhand, lofted it over the top. Fantastic shot there. Magnus, what a solid ride-off, and a shot forward, playing spectacularly well off his zero handicap. Magnus running into goal, launches a shot to goal. The angle's absolutely perfect. He might want to chase this one down. Magnus tapped to finish it off. What a goal there by the zero handicap player. Fantastic play. Straight back into play. Jimmy Wood tries to pick this one up. Gus Prentice finds the ball, just about gets through the hook in time, sends it up towards the 60. Again, a huge ride-off from Jimmy Wood. Lofted, open-handed backhand sent into space. Healy's there aboard Chiripan. Once again, this pony going out for another session of play in this match. Healy turning the ball around, it just spills out of reach, and Pablo Marin finds himself with a good opportunity, sending the ball down, just remains in play as it ricochets off the board. Near side shot forward. Magnus is there, picks that one up. This time Gus Prentice takes him solidly out of the play. Now he's got a backhand opportunity. Magnus comes around looking to deflect that one. The ball spills forward. He's got another opportunity to run to goal. Controls that one. Look at that shot to goal, running all the way down. Goes a little bit higher than it did long. Difficult to tell from the commentary box. And the ball just finds the back line. First belly here will be the final bell. So we're inside the last minute of play. Will Healy finds himself with the ball. Gus Prentice scoops it out from the boards. Sets a good shot up the middle of the field. Garanucci's there, he's winding up for a backhand. Connects with that one nicely. Jimmy Wood unmarked in the middle, sends another backhand of his own. Lucy Dowie called onto this one by Healy. Magnus picks it up on the near side, heading down to goal. Could this be the final goal of the match? Magnus looks to launch the ball forward. Bounce just gets the better of him. Gus Prentice holding on to this one. 24 seconds to run, that's just about enough time to get all the way down the field. Is he going to run this one himself? The umpire finds himself in the way slightly there. Gus still holding on to this one. Healy calls for the hit, it's all the way up to the front door. Hannah Fairland's got hold of this one. It's a nice shot forward, the clock ticking down. Can Greenford Farm get one more back before the end of this match? Lucy Dowie still heading towards that goal, but there is the bell. 9 goals to 4. Vendetta are our winners of the John Player Play.
I think we saw the goals.